My lord, all the jesters are within the castle's walls. Lock the gates. Lock the gates.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Analyze This. This is a podcast about whatever we want to talk about. Today, we're going to be referring to the Rags to Riches. Are we there yet? This is episode 8. The topic is basically going to be self-publishing, how to do it, how to get started, what type of software should you use, cloud-based service providers. You know, we'll talk a little bit about what is value, how much should something cost, and then we'll close off the podcast. My name is Daniel, and with me, like always, is my brother John. John, go ahead and introduce yourself again.
Gotta be sparkly today. That's it.
Nice. So, self-publishing. There are different ways to do self-publishing. The old-fashioned way would be to print everything yourself, buying the books, and sell it on the streets. You know, obviously, no one is going to be doing it that way today. For the most part, you have services like Amazon Kindles and so on that allows you to put up your books and it'll be in place until someone orders it. Let me switch cameras. I thought I did already. So, for those of you watching us on YouTube, I will be showing some of the videos and websites. If not, you can go to kdp.amazon.com, which is the Kindle's website. We talk about different type of publishing, self-publishing option. And this particular website that I'm looking at is one that I created as a sample to show that it is possible to do. Within this one, I have several books that I guess I self-publish. You know, it is under my name, under my account. And now it's just a matter of seeing if someone really orders these things. So let me just read a little bit about where to get legal information or legal documents for you to publish. Now, keep in mind, this is not legal advice. So under the current law, the copyright, anything on or after January 1st, 1978 has a copyright term of life of the author plus 70 years after the author's death. In other words, if someone publishes something, you're not allowed to just make copies like people used to do bootlegs tape back in the days and sell it on the street corners. You can't do that with the books.
All the jesters are within.
So keep that in mind. If the work is a joint work, the term lasts 70 years after the last surviving author's death. So, yeah, just know the law in your country. I am reading for things that I picked up in the United States.
Means once that time period passes, it's free game for someone else to replicate that work.
Yes, which we'll talk about that. And this is what makes it interesting because something that was published 150 years ago, it's no longer copyright, and you can actually turn around and publish it, make money out of it. Okay, so if the work was a work for hire, then the copyright persists for 120 years after the creation or 95 years after the publication, whichever is shorter. Copyright prior to 1929 have expired. So anything before 1929 is fair game for you to copy and do whatever you want with it. Again, this is not legal advice. Go talk to a lawyer or figure it out yourself. For more information, you can go to obviously wikipedia.com just to get an idea of what's out there. Doesn't mean that Wikipedia is 100%, but it is a start. For copyright books, there is a project known as the Project Gutenberg. The Gutenberg Project is a library of over 70,000 free books. And let me go to that website so you can see what it looks like. All right, so in here, you will see hundreds or thousands of copyright-free books that it's fair game to use and do whatever you want with it. Now, with that in mind, and by the way, Gutenberg, for those listening to this on podcast, is GUTENBERG.org. So with that in mind, I did look for things that did not have copyright or the copyright expired. And the first one I found was The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and a second book called Old Christmas by Washington Irving. And I basically spiced it up, put it together, made my own cover, and put it up on the Kindle Amazon website. And it's available for anyone to go there and purchase it. So I will leave a link to this on my picks at analyzethispodcast.com. And let's see what happens. So this particular book is what I'm calling a double feature or double header. It's 2 books in one. And in addition to that, as a tryout, I added what I'm calling the school journals. So when my kids were young, I used to buy them like blank pieces of paper or books, and they can color in and then make nice little designs and things like that. They started learning to write. They write whatever they learn, and then I'm like, oh, this is good. Let's keep this on the memory box. So based on that, I went ahead and did the school journal, which is basically a collection of 12 books, starting with first grade or kindergarten. Let's see here. I think it's kindergarten. Maybe not. So starting with first grade, the kid will be able to basically doodle on these books. And at the end of the year, you can take this book and put it in your memory box. So that's the idea of this. And that's why I came up with the thing. As the kids get older, they'll have books with additional information and formulas and graph papers and things like that, so that it can actually work for them. Exercise journals within the high school books and so on. So this is the idea of self-publishing. A lot of people do it.
How does someone get into that? Like, what's your investment in this? This is insane.
Time. That's it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah. There's no, awesome. Amazon affiliate links are free. They just have restriction that you have to have at least 3 sales in the first 180 days, so that they can see that you're serious and will continue keeping your account open. In the reference to the self-publishing, the account is also free. You just have to make sure that you don't violate any copyright laws.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
Once it's out there, it's out there. So if you click on any one of these links, you can go to the Amazon website. Let's see here. And I'm doing this live. View on Amazon. Here we go. So if you click on that, you'll actually go to an Amazon website. Yep, you're able to see that, right?
That's awesome.
And you can actually purchase the book. If you buy it on Kindle, it's free.
That's awesome.
If you buy the hard copy that I marked down, then you end up paying whatever I marked down. It's a few dollars. let's see, where was it? Paperback.
So cool.
So the paperback, I marked it down at
How different would that
$14.95.
be?
It's a double feature, and try it out. Give it as a present for someone for Christmas. One of these old classic books. See how that goes. So let's see what else we have here.
Now, how much different is this between, like, what you're doing here and someone who wants to publish a book they wrote themselves or something?
So that's what I'm going to talk about next, the steps. And there is absolutely no difference. Apart from me going to that website that I mentioned before, finding a book that the copyright has expired, putting it together on a PDF or a word processor, making my own cover, and then uploading it to the Kindle Amazon website. Compared to writing my own book, writing a novel, creating my own cover page, and then putting it up. Now, the beautiful part is, if you can see the back cover of the book that I made, I've actually designed this. The wording is probably part of one of the copyright that is no longer copyright. And Amazon even gives you the option to get your own barcode. Free. You can't beat that. So, will it work? Yes, people are doing it. People are making money out of it. And I was able to publish this. Now it's
so
just
creative.
a matter of.
I'm so fascinated.
So now I'm going to see you
awesome.
publishing stuff like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Oh yeah, the Formula One guide to watching the race and loving it.
There you go. Is that something that you're publishing yourself, right? Not copyright.
Now I am. I wasn't before, but now I am.
There you go. And for Kindle, you can mark it down for like $1.99. For hard copy, you could mark it down for whatever price you want. Value is something that we're going to talk about later.
Awesome.
What else do I have on my list here? Give me 1 second and see. Okay, what software to use? In reality, you can use any word processor you want. Once you type up your documentation, you can convert that to a PDF format, which a lot of the word processors like Windows Word allows you to use to do. Once it's in PDF, you upload it to the Kindle Amazon website. Simple as that. Again, the link is kdp.amazon.com. They do have different sections depending on what part of the world you're in. For me, obviously, I use the English US. You upload the PDF on their website. I mentioned that already. You create a front cover, a back cover for your book. You can use any type of illustrating software that you like. In my case, I use Photoshop.
So it looks like a professionally done book, man. I'm actually super impressed. I'm like, oh, this is so awesome.
Like I said, for an amateur using Photoshop, that was pretty good. So let's see what else I have here.
Woke up from his nap, and he's a ball of energy right now. So I assume you said the cloud-based services, Kindle Direct Publishing, right? Do they charge you a fee or do they own technically the rights to your book or anything? What's the catch to using them? Do you know?
There is no catch. You basically put it up. You still own the copyright. It is your book. The only thing is that they make money out of the sale as well. So let's say for a $15 book, they're going to make something like, I don't remember, like $10, and you'll make $5 or $4. But think about it. They're doing all the work. They're giving you all the technology.
Yeah. It's true.
And, for you to make $4 or $5, that is not bad compared to what I've used to hear, publishers back 50, 75 years ago, where people were only making like $1 on the book.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, no, I mean, Amazon is like that pretty much for anything. And I know this because, I was gonna start this bug company, and now that I move, I can actually start it again. But so whether depending on whether you use their warehouse for storage or not, obviously makes a big difference. But selling in general on there, they want like 60%. They're like, give me most or go sell the damn thing yourself, because I mean, at the end of the day, they're like a wet market for the internet, right? You can get every damn thing you want on there. And quite honestly, what I realize as well too, and this is maybe going a little off tangent, their business model is so solid that you don't even realize you're overpaying sometimes with them. Because like, quite honestly, I bought like, for instance, I was looking to buy a stand mixer, and on Amazon it was one price, but when I went through the manufacturer, I got it like so much cheaper. The only difference was, instead of getting it in 2 days, I got it in a week. So
I mean, sometimes that does happen.
Loan
and
sharks.
you just have to see who's selling it within Amazon, because Amazon also allow for other people to sell in other stores.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, you also have to remember that for most people that have Amazon Prime, the shipping is going to be free compared to ordering it from a different store or the manufacturer.
Yeah.
They're going to charge you like $30 for shipping.
Yeah, very true.
You have to add that into the account.
So I just got to factor in, look, if I want to make $10, I got to price it so Amazon could get their 75 and I walk away with my 12.
Exactly. and that's value.
Yep.
How much are you willing to pay for something? All right. So after uploading the information, you enter the title, you enter all the stats about the book, you copy over the ISBN or the barcode that Amazon gives you. You then basically put it live, and once it's live, anyone can go to the website and order the book.
So you're gonna see me with some books on there. Don't worry, I'm gonna try it. That's actually, I'm so fascinated. But I was really curious when we were gonna go into the subject. I'm like, nobody's gonna publish books. How are we gonna talk? And I was like, oh, hold on, this is actually really easy to do. I'm gonna make 6 books by lunch.
It is.
So with the Christmas Carol deal now, so now technically you own the rights to that book, or anyone can do what you did still?
No. I own
the
right.
Concept, you made your twist and made a new copyright.
I don't have a copyright on the book itself, but I do have the copyright on the way I published it. So someone cannot just go
crazy.
Someone cannot go to Amazon, copy the book that I did, like the cover page, and sell it somewhere else, because that cover page is mine.
Yeah, they have to make their own.
They have to make their own. They can grab all the text from that website that I showed you, and then slap on a new cover and call it a book.
That's so cool. I'm so fascinated by that. I kid you not. I'm going to just get in there.
Again, not legal advice.
No. We're not worried about that. We'll be all right.
All right.
So funny.
Now, let's talk about what is value, how much should we sell something for, and what can we get out of it?
The value you put on something is really what you define it to be. Right. And I think I was talking about my sea moss and stuff, where you can buy that little jar for $20, and it's your choice if you want to pay for it, or go do it your damn self. Right. So, no, but the overall point on it there was, the value, what you put on it is the necessity, I guess it has to you.
Value, again, it's what you said. It's the idea of how much do you want to get out of it, and how much does someone wants to pay you, right? So we constantly hear the term starving artist, because 100-something years ago, the artist would do some beautiful painting and put it on the side and try to sell it. Nobody wanted to buy it or pay, whatever they were asking for at that time. And then when the artist died, the freaking value went up. And now the painting is worth millions and millions of dollars. So someone feels that, hey, this artist is not making any more of this painting, so I'm going to value it a lot more than before. So that's the idea of value.
I think I had mentioned like where I seen like one of these stupid art pieces. I don't know if I mentioned this one specifically, but it made me think of this guy was running and jumping on a trampoline with a marker in his arm and marking the wall. And it was like a mural that sold for millions of dollars. And I said, man, you got to be on something to be paying that, right? And it's to your point, right? The value is there because you witnessed it happen firsthand. You can't see it, witness it twice, right? So when that artist is dead, they can't make no more work.
In reference to value, the truth is that value is implied. The value is worth or of something that someone creates or wants to get, and what the purchaser is willing to pay. So with that, I'm going to give us a challenge when you're ready for it.
Go on. What's your challenge?
All right. So challenge. I remember that in episode 4, you said that you have the thirst and the desire to create. So I suggest, or I challenge us to create an oil painting on canvas. And then we're going to take that painting and put our own value to it, and put it up on our on a website, and see if other people feel that that value is right. So that to see if they can purchase it.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
What do you think?
We'll put it on the merch site.
Sounds
I
good.
think that's
So
a great idea, right?
that's the value. That's the challenge. Now the question is, what topic of a painting are we going to do?
We should, to add value, right, to my example I shared of the guy jumping on the trampoline, we should do it on a podcast and paint it, right? Because then that's it. You got to witness it happen. Now you can buy it, right? Like I think.
Well, we can always record it and then show it on the podcast.
Nah, look, we got to do it. Well, we're gonna record our podcast anyway, right? So we'll do it on. We got to look. That's the value, man. Look, that's why mine's gonna be worth 500 and yours might sell for 50, right?
50 what?
Do my 50 whatever dollars.
Well, let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna value mine at $10,000.
Oh man!
So
it's gonna be spectacular.
You want to put yours at 500? That is up to you. I'm gonna put mine at $10,000.
Look, if 20 people agree, I made 10 grand also. You need someone to commit to 10,000. I just need 20 people to commit to 500.
All right. So make your painting, put a value on it. After you make it, then we'll talk about, the idea of $500 or $10,000, because I'm not doing it.
Perfect.
I'm not doing the painting for $500.
No,
I keep the painting.
I'm gonna do my painting, right, and maybe I do multiple to hit that 10,000 mark, right? But I'm gonna do my painting, and I'm gonna add the final touch on our next whenever. When is this homework by? By next month? When are you gonna do it by?
Whenever the next podcast comes up, we don't know.
All right. So whenever we do that one, I'm gonna do the final touch live.
Let me just close it off by saying that is the challenge. And for everyone else, don't forget to visit our website, analyzethispodcast.com, where we're going to have all the pics and merch and eventually links to our challenge painting. And let's see which one is going to sell first and for how much. What's the value of that painting? Is there anything else you want to say in closing?
Be ready to check out my books on Amazon. I don't know what they're going to be on yet or how many, but you'll see them.
And they will be on your link, right?
Make a book. That's it. We're going to make a link. We're going to make some books. That's it. Maybe Aiden will do the painting since he wanted to be a part of us today.
There you go. He looks tired.
Yeah, he fought through his nap, and then my wife just left to, go get her nails done and whatnot. So that's why he was losing his mind to beat on the front door.
All right, our outro music is playing. With that, I wish everyone a good day, and until next time, bye.
See you guys. I don't know why yours doesn't do it.